What is up YouTube? Alex here, welcome to the latest video. I hope you're all having a good start to the year. In this video I'm just going to be telling you why you shouldn't be following a meal plan, why I never give my clients any meal plan, and just going a bit more into depth into like total calories and a bit of a calorie deficit. So stick around, enjoy the video, and let's get straight into it. First thing we're going to be talking about is total calories, and why it is the single and number one protocol in terms of fat loss, in terms of muscle gain. If you are wanting to put on a muscle or put on size, make some gains, you have got to be eating in a calorie surplus. All you need to be thinking about is total calories. If you are, when someone comes to me and they says, I want to lose weight, they are usually mean they want to tone up, they want to lose fat. If you want to do that, you've got to be thinking about total calories. You've got to be making sure you're in that calorie deficit. There are so many companies out there that are trying to sell you rubbish, and they are not telling you the number one thing that you only need to care about, and that is what we said before in total calories. A few examples: we've got Slimming World, we've got keto, we've got no carbs. That's just a few. There's so many different dietary methods out there where the number one thing that they lead to, yes, these things work. Why do they work? Because you remain in a calorific deficit. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be losing weight. There is a big reason why when you stop doing Slimming World, you put your weight back on and you say to all your friends, when I was doing Slimming World, I was losing weight and now I put it all back on. It's because you've gone back to your old ways and you haven't actually learned about anything. All these methods do is they just eliminate things out of your diet, and they don't actually teach you how to fit things into your current lifestyle. What they do is they remove your bad habits instead of just trying to implement things. It's not sustainable. There's a reason why you can't do no carbs for your entire life. So many people crash on these dietary methods. The reason these companies, these big global companies who have got loads of people on their programs, and they're selling it and they're getting results. I get that, I can understand that. But the number one reason they don't tell you about a calorific deficit, they don't tell you about total calories, they don't talk about flexible nutrition, they'll never show your eyes and open you up to MyFitnessPal, it's because they want your money. They want you to do their diet, they want you to do well, they want you to come off their diet, and they want you to crash. They want you to then come back to them and buy more. It's so frustrating to see in this industry how much rubbish that's just fed down the consumer's throat, just in a bid to make more money and get the most out of people. I said to someone this morning, a new client of mine, I asked her, what was your average day of eating like? She told me, fine, she was completely honest. And my point I made to her is that you don't need to be restricting your favorite foods. Just try and implementing them into your diet. Slimming World brands foods as bad and good, and it's just so frustrating. No food is a bad food. It's about portion control. It's about how much of that food you have. Eating too much of the food is bad. They advertise that you can have as much pasta as you like. Well, why? But you have to eat healthy things to then be able to have a bad thing. It doesn't teach people the number one protocol that they only need to care about, which is just eating a little bit less than they're burning off. Okay, what I want you to think about is, to make calories as simple as it can be, I want you to think about calories as setting a budget. For example, let's just do a male, aged 35. He has an office job, so he's fairly sedentary. He maybe works out once or twice a week, and let's just give him literally a rough estimate. Say, call him an 80 kilo man. Let's say he eats 2,500 calories a day to maintain his weight. Okay, what I want you to think about is, so in order for him to lose weight, all he has to do is eat below that 2,500, okay? So all he has to do is eat 2,499 calories, and it's physically impossible for him to put on weight. On the complete flip side of that, if he was to eat 2,600 calories, but he's burning off 2,500, he will be putting on weight because he's now in a 100 calorie surplus. This is what I mean about setting a budget. So say, for example, our male goes out for dinner one night. So on a Monday, he goes out for food and he then eats 3,500 that day. And then on Tuesday, he goes out for lunch with some clients and he eats at 3,000 that day. So as you can see, he's already at this point in time, after 2 days into the week, is in a 1,500 calorie surplus. So what he then needs to do is spend Wednesday being a bit stricter, eating at 2,000. So he's still only in 500 calorie of a deficit here. Thursday, eat again at 2,000. Friday, at 2,000. See where I'm going? He's now at maintenance throughout these 5 days in the week. Then we're on to our Saturday. Say he eats at 2,300, and then on his Sunday, 2,100. Okay, so he, over the course of the week, he is in a deficit. It may not be a big one. It doesn't have to be a big one. But if you are wanting to lose weight, all you have to think about is being a calorie deficit over the week. When it comes to your budget, you've got to make it simple. If you're someone who goes out at the weekend, you like having a drink, you like going out with your mates, you like having a pizza, you like having a Domino's, who doesn't? Okay, so flip this on its head. So think about make sure then for these 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these are your strict days. Saturday, Sunday are your days you can eat this 3,000, 3,500 sort of range, and the rest of the time you let yourself, you bring things back. So you might sometimes think like, how the hell can I work out my calories? Like, how do I ever know? So there are a few ways you can do things. The easiest way is if you are lucky enough to have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, a Polar Watch, any sort of fitness tracker. More often than not, they will tell you how many calories you're burning on a daily basis, which is like amazing. And obviously then you can use that and you can be very precise with that. Other than that, I made a whole video on it in like sort of April time. I'll link that here, and you can then follow that and work your calories out for yourself, and then just put it through as a bit of a trial. So you want to sort of weigh yourself weekly. Try and weigh yourself at the same time of day, preferably in the morning, under the same conditions after going to the toilet and without anything to drink or eat, and then just see how things are going. So if you're putting on weight, you need to maybe bring things back if fat loss is your goal. And if you're losing weight, see how much of a difference you are losing. You don't want to be too much into a deficit, as it's just unhealthy. And again, it's back to that sustainability point. Nobody wants to be starved like you would feel if you were eating no carbs or on a keto diet. I'm going to sign out this video by saying that the fitness industry really has massed over nutrition and food in general. It tries to overcomplicate things to the consumer so that they don't understand it and make things as complicated as possible, so you have to keep buying into their product. I just want to be able to look at my time back in this fitness industry and know that I've had a positive impact on as many of your lives as possible, but done it in a way where I was true to myself, I was true to you. I didn't sell you anything to make a few extra quid. I haven't misled you with information. That's what I want to have onto the fitness industry, and just for me to look back at my time and know that no matter how small, just know that I had that positive mark on it. If you like this kind of thing where I'm on a whiteboard, being a bit more instructional, please smash that like button and drop a comment if there's any sort of topics you want me to cover in the future. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you very, very soon. Alex out.